Flicking through stories you wouldn't believe. Cold case trails and courtroom scenes. Whispers from the grave and media dreams. Truth is stranger, hearts beat faster. In the shadows of a news disaster. Scrolling deep where secrets hide. You found the stories time won't deny. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods crimes to breaking news lines, you shine a light where the silence lies. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Small town rumors and urban fear, a voice for the lost who can't speak here. Through every name, through every case, you hold the truth in a steady place. Cameras roll but justice lingers. Truth unravels through careful fingers. You tell the story and speak their names in a world that's quick to look away. Headstones and headlines, the tales collide. Justice and mystery, side by side. From backwoods crimes to great night trials, you trace the echoes through every mile. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Some run from the dark, you walk right in with a question and a camera lens. It's not just a crime, it's the lives they led. The voice is still talking from the books unread. Headstones and headlines, the veil is thin. Truth gets louder when you begin. With every view, with every line, you bring the forgotten back alive. Oh, headstones and headlines, you dig where the truth won't die. Yeah, headstones and headlines, you tell the stories that time can't hide.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Monday. Gosh, it was quite a Monday. I will say the day went by pretty fast, but man, the kids were so tired today, which was kind of disappointing. Usually they're much more hyper. I had my first observation today and I picked the class that was more active and they were just very sleepy. Very sleepy. So hopefully it went well. The one student who was really into the lesson, I hope was enough, but it was like, I don't know, it was like nap time all day today. So the survey, I was thinking about tacos. I was gonna make tacos yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Meatloaf with cheese in the middle sounds way better. So that's what I made. I made my own barbecue sauce. It was really good. I must say. I'm not a cook, but I can make a pretty good meatloaf. But I guess that's something you can't really mess up, right? I don't know. I don't cook, so y'all tell me. So I just figured I would come on. I'm only going to be on maybe an hour. I have a few stories that I have on my watch later that I haven't watched yet. And so I figured I would just watch them all with you. Watch with you. So for those of you who haven't voted in the poll, it is would you rather nachos and cheese or macaroni and cheese? Personally, I would go for macaroni and cheese because I don't like the nacho cheese. I'll do nachos where you have, you know, like the guacamole, lettuce, olives, beans, sour cream, you know, like the whole shebang. But just nachos and cheese, I can't do it. Kit, so thanks for being here. I did see Kit is listening. She's cleaning. I have to catch your live. I think you were live earlier, right, Kit? I think I saw a notification. Lunatic, thanks for being here. Burden, I hope you are staying warm. It is freaking cold. This weekend was actually nice. I got out both days because it was in the low 30s. And then today I leave for work and I was like, holy crap, it is really freaking cold. So Burden would prefer both nachos and cheese and mac and cheese. Karma, thanks for being here. Lunatic says, just can't go wrong with cheese. Oh, your sister can mess up meatloaf? Okay, well, I guess it can be messed up then. I will say today I took some to work today for lunch and it didn't taste as good as when it just came out of the oven. So I don't know if it's just maybe because, you know, like excuse me, the grease or whatever settles and I don't know. It just tasted way better right out of the oven. Holy cow, 60 degrees? Oh my gosh. I think tomorrow, actually, let me look. I don't think it's supposed to be very warm tomorrow, but it is supposed to get up into the 30s. Uh, yeah, so like right now it's 14 degrees and it feels like 2 degrees. That's pretty cold. Oh, wait, but now it says it feels like -2. Oh, tonight is going to be 2 degrees, but it's going to feel like -2. Wow. Go figure. Um, hey, Marlena, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to get started. As I said, nothing too heavy today. This first story, I always kick myself off. I think this was from a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, what? $1.75 million because you broke up someone's marriage. This story is wild. I will say it is wild. So I have a few videos about this. I have a short clip of Ariana Grande who invited, you know, one of her fans up on stage to sing with her one of the Wicked songs. Gwen Stefani was on, I think it was Good or no, the Today Show. So we're going to take a look at that. And the Drunk Raccoon, which all of you know I love Raccoon Saloon. And so when I saw that this little raccoon was as drunk as a skunk. Poor thing broke into a liquor store and drank too much. And a maintenance worker found it passed out in the bathroom. Talk about irony. And then the last story I have for us is about a veteran who reunites with a cat that was over where he was deployed to. And speaking of cats, I have 3 foster kittens left. 2 of them have been adopted. They're going home on Sunday at the same time. And I have another person interested in Phantom, who is the little girl. So hopefully she'll be able to go home on Sunday too. And then I will have no kittens left. And my next goal will be to get the mama cat and get her fixed. And speaking of girl kittens, it turns out that 4, who I thought was male, is actually a female. So thankfully, the adoptive family didn't care if it was a boy or girl. Their son was absolutely in love with 4's face, so they're good with it. But sometimes it's a little tricky, and we have to make sure we know if they're a boy or girl before they go home. I know that raccoon was, oh my gosh, it's so funny. All right, so let's take a look at this first story.
Hi guys, let's cook some spaghetti.
This morning, a jury has ordered a TikTok influencer accused of breaking up a marriage to pay nearly $2 million to the jilted spouse.
I was raised to respect the marriage. I was raised to respect God. Loyalty, marriage, the White House with the picket fence and the dog and the kid, that's me.
Akira Montague sued Brene Kennard, TikToker with millions of followers, under an unusual state law in North Carolina. Montague claiming that Kennard had an affair with her husband, and as a result, Montague claimed what's known as alienation of affection.
Wow. I wonder if it's, let me look this up. I wonder if it's only alienation. How do I spell that? Oh my gosh. Alienation by affection. Oh, there it is right there. Law. Okay, so it's not just North Carolina. Excuse me. It says only a handful of U.S. states still recognize alienation of affection lawsuits, allowing a spouse to sue a third party for interfering in their marriage, with North Carolina, Mississippi, South Dakota, Utah, Hawaii, Illinois, and New Mexico being the primary examples, while most other states have abolished this tort, viewing it as outdated or against public policy. To succeed, the plaintiff must generally prove love existed. It was destroyed by the third party's actions, often adultery, and the defendant's conduct caused the loss. That is interesting. It says why most states abolished it was because they found these lawsuits foster bitterness, encourage, quote, all is fair in love and war attitudes, and are generally outdated, leading to their abolition since the mid-20th century. I did not know that. Right, Karma? Crazy. Hey, Kit, thanks for being here. Hope you have your cleaning goes quickly. I'm avoiding chores. That's why I'm live. Lunatic says, I have posted some cute videos of my rescue kitten. Oh, yes. Definitely. Definitely. Aw, thanks, Kit. You didn't have to do that. You're so sweet. And Kit, they sit like around the princess house, but I haven't seen them go in it. They could have gone in it when I wasn't around, but that bed is so cute, and I can't thank you enough. Some kitten is going to absolutely love it. So, and maybe it'll be even for the mommy cat when I get her. I appreciate that. That's really sweet. So, alienation of affection. That is crazy. And $1.75 million.
Her attorney speaking to our station WTVD.
I think it shows the world that you should think twice before you interfere with a marriage. You should think about those children and that spouse.
The law says
I wonder if the husband and the TikToker knew about the law. I would say probably not. Or if they did, they probably were like, nothing's gonna happen. You know, it makes you think about the laws in your state or even like where you live, because there's a lot of laws like in where I am. They don't give us a handbook of, these are the laws that exist in your town. It just, you find out most of the time by accident, but the laws are still on the books and they have every right to follow them. Right, Burden? Got rid of a cheater and became a millionaire. Good for her.
Plaintiffs in cases like this must prove they're in a...
And I keep pausing this, but I wonder if because this girl that broke up the home, the marriage, maybe she's got a lot of money and they thought that was fair.
Loving marriage. The third party must have knowledge of the marriage, and the marriage must have continued during the affair.
It was horrible. Even right now, I don't like going out in public with my kids because I'll get stopped in the store. I can't have fun with my kids to this day.
She's
because
so pretty
people
too.
harass me and So it's hard.
Kennard denied the allegations and claimed the photos and videos were obtained illegally, but the judge rejected her request to dismiss the case. And the jury awarded Montague $1.75 million, one of the biggest awards of its kind in the state.
I want people to be able to think, okay, Miss Montague won $1.75 million. Is that man worth it? Is that woman worth it? They will think now.
Only 6 states still allow spouses to sue someone for interfering with their marriage.
That's so... Wow.
An affair, a TikTok.
Oh, so, I mean, that's true. Was he worth $1.75 million? And, wow. Crazy.
An affair, a TikTok star, and a $1.75 million verdict that nearly ended with a fight outside the Durham County Courthouse. That was not the fight. That was the joy inside the courtroom. We're talking about the case of North Carolina TikToker Brene Montague. She was sued by her now husband's ex-wife. Tonight, a jury found Montague liable for destroying the couple's marriage. WR's Eric Miller was in court and has the story.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines.
She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children.
Akira Montague's lawsuit filed in...
I mean, and I guess I can see how, this TikToker took this woman's husband away from the home. They now don't have their dad in their home, I would assume. I assume that the children are still with the mom. And I did find, so this is from People Magazine, just to take a sidetrack. TikToker sued by husband's ex-wife for alleged alienation of affection and $3.5 million in damages. So I hadn't realized she initially sued her for $3.5 million. They awarded her half of what she was asking for. I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. Oh, thanks, Sinner. I appreciate that. Why is everyone thirsty at the North Pole? Noel. Noel, I get it now. It took me a minute. I read it and I was like, But yeah, it almost went over my head. Yeah, not fair to the kids. I agree. So it says, in May 2024, Akira Montague filed a legal complaint against Brene Kennard, who boasts over 3 million followers on social media. Wow. And her shirt says, "Better days ahead." Content creator Brene Kennard is representing herself in an alienation of affection lawsuit filed by her husband's ex-wife, Akira Montague. Akira initially filed the case with the Durham County Superior Court in May 2024. She asserted a claim against Kennard, who has 3 million social media followers between TikTok and Instagram, for alienation of affection, a legal concept that allows individuals to sue others for causing their marriage to end. Alienation of affection is only recognized as an available claim in a few states, including North Carolina, where Akira filed her case. Per her complaint, she sued Kennard for $3.5 million in punitive and compensatory damages. I wonder what she does. Known online as @LifeOfBrene, the defendant has built her following by sharing day-in-the-life videos and other vlog-style content. Her husband, Akira's ex, Timothy Montague, regularly appears in Kennard's posts. The legal complaint claimed Kennard had started to make social media content with Timothy while he was still married to Akira. So that's what she was trying to get thrown out. The videos that she did with this woman's husband. She alleged that many of the posts were made, quote, without Akira's knowledge or consent. She also accused Kennard of publicly sharing photos of Akira's children, whom she shares with Timothy. The complaint detailed claims that Kennard flaunted her relationship with Timothy online and attempted to justify an alleged affair with him during a TikTok live stream. Well, that doesn't seem very... The internet is forever, Miss Kennard. The ongoing trial is currently being held at the Durham County Courthouse, where the News and Observer reported that testimonies were heard from witnesses. On Thursday, November 6th, Timothy reportedly claimed in his testimony that he was never in love with Akira, stating that they were, quote, just like roommates, end quote. What a douchebag. They were just like roommates, that he never was in love with her. Like, shut up, buddy. Kennard's ex-husband and Akira's mother and grandmother have also appeared as witnesses, according to the local outlet. Neither Kennard, Timothy, nor Akira have responded to people's requests for comment. Akira's legal counsel has declined to comment at this time. And this was from, what was the date on this? November 7th, 2025. Oh, so this has been in my watch later for like a month almost. See, this is why I need to start doing my watch later list with y'all. All right.
Durham County Court accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a two-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the
No, I don't know. It could have been, I mean, maybe she was mad and she'd be like, okay, then go ahead and have an affair. She wasn't giving consent. She was probably really angry when she found out that y'all were having an affair. Either way, I think that girl should have gotten legal representation. She should not have represented herself, but that's my opinion.
Jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brene's own TikToks and texts.
That says that my client was telling the truth.
The case hinged on two rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
Telling you, technology, you know, it probably proved that they weren't just that, you know, it wasn't just a roommate relationship between Akira and her husband, Timothy. The text messages between Kennard and Timothy probably were a little spicy at times. I mean, you can't argue with technology.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brene Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
Oh, pause. Okay, so let me see if I can find out Brene Kennard. All right, so I just asked Google how much that Brene Kennard is worth. And according to Google, it says Brene Kennard's precise net worth is not publicly confirmed, but recent court documents suggest it's close to $2 million. She is a social media lifestyle influencer from North Carolina with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok. In November 2025, she was ordered by a Durham County jury to pay $1.75 million in an alienation of affection lawsuit. Oh, okay. So it says the jury found Kennard liable for both alienation of affection, $1.5 million, and criminal conversation, $250,000, which totaled $1.75 million. Criminal conversation. Let me look that up. Criminal conversation, North Carolina. Oh, okay. I did not know this. In North Carolina, criminal conversation, CC, is a civil lawsuit against a third party for having sexual intercourse with your spouse during the marriage. A claim requiring proof of an existing marriage and the act itself, alongside, or often alongside, alienation of affection. All right. I did not know that either. So criminal conversation is when you're doing other things, not necessarily just talking. All right. Hey, Twisty, how are you? Yeah, Karma, me too. I had never heard of that either. And so, actually, let me get Ariana off the screen for a minute. It also says the key elements of a criminal conversation claim are: 1, you and your spouse were legally married. 2, the third party had sexual intercourse with your spouse. 3, the act happened while you were still married and living together. And 4, you suffered harm, such as emotional distress, mental suffering, or loss of support, and can seek oh my God, I can't say that word. Compensatory and punitive damages. So the criminal conversation relies solely on the act. The alien of affection focuses on the malicious destruction of love and affection before the actual act. It requires proving malice and damage to the marital bond. The statute of limitations state it must be filed within 3 years of the last act giving rise to the claim. Criminal conversation has no valid defense if the act occurred, even if the third party didn't know the person was married. Wow. So even if this Kennard, Brene, didn't know that Timothy was married, she's still culpable. Oh, that's a good point. Curious what amount, if any, her ex had to pay after the divorce concluded. Oh, speaking of divorce, it says that criminal conversation claims are often used as leverage in divorce cases, particularly concerning alimony. Evidence used are messages, text, emails, photos, testimony, public displays of affection, or PDA. So I'm wondering, like, her videos, if they were, having PDA in some of her videos that were on TikTok. Let's see. Timothy, let me just look up his name. Timothy. So he actually testified at the trial. Wow, what did you, can I not read this? I want to read this. So this article is from the news. Here, we're gonna continue with this for a minute. Let me share this instead. This guy is a real jerk. So this is from the News Observer. So North Carolina TikTok star's husband takes the stand in alienation of affection trial. It says, when Timothy Montague proposed to Akira Montague in 2018, he said he found the cheapest ring he could to present it to her at a Duke football game. He didn't get down on one knee. He didn't ask, will you marry me? Hey, Pooks. Hey, Boston. How are you? Is this like a blue law? Let's see. Let me ask Google. Okay, so criminal conversation is not a blue law. It says criminal conversation is a common law civil tort that allows a spouse to sue a third party for engaging in sexual intercourse with their spouse, adultery. Blue laws are designed to restrict or ban certain activities, particularly commercial activities like shopping on specific days, often Sundays, for religious or secular reasons. These laws generally relate to public morality, commerce, and the observance of a day of rest. It says, in short, criminal conversation relates to the protection of marital exclusivity in civil court, while blue laws are regulations governing activities on certain days of the week. Here we go. Okay. In a Durham County courthouse, Timothy Montague testified he was never in love with his now ex-wife. So they were married, I would assume. So he proposed in 2018, and this was from this year. Maybe it'll say. We were just like roommates, Timothy Montague said. Timothy is now married to North Carolina TikTok influencer Brene Kennard. Montague's ex-wife Akira has sued Kennard for alienation of affection, alleging she had an affair with Timothy, which resulted in the breakup of her marriage. The third day of the trial featured witnesses from both sides. Kennard, representing herself as the defendant, used her first witness, Timothy Montague, to challenge Akira's assertion that she and Timothy loved each other. Well, isn't that nice? The woman he cheated with called them as a witness. The trial has drawn national attention thanks to Kennard's 3 million followers on TikTok. Kennard, who lives in the Pitt County town of Winterville, is a lifestyle content creator who posts get ready with me videos, cooking and makeup tutorials, and food reviews known as mukbangs. Here are the biggest highlights from the third day of the trial. Husband testifies after weapons charge. What? This guy is a tool. Timothy Montague was in the courtroom a day after he was charged with carrying a concealed weapon and bringing a weapon to the courthouse. The Durham County Sheriff's Office told the News and Observer via email that the weapon, a loaded semi-automatic handgun, was allegedly found in Montague's bag during a routine screening at the entrance of the courthouse. This guy is an idiot. Oh, Jink's curious. Like, what? Oh my gosh. This Akira should count her blessing. This guy is a tool. Kennard's ex-husband testifies. Kennard and Timothy Montague had a relationship in high school. They dated while the two attended Word of God Christian Academy in 2014. Devin Mayo, Kennard's ex-husband, who filed for divorce in March, testified he overheard Kennard and Montague in December 2023 talking about rekindling that relationship while he was trying to sleep. So she was married too. I didn't realize this. Brene was married too. They were both married. I wonder if her ex-husband can sue her too. Or actually, so Kennard's ex-husband could sue Timothy. Interesting. Mayo said he overheard Kennard and Montague having intimate relations a few times in his home in January 2024. What the heck? A person filing an alienation of affection must prove three things. A marriage involving love and affection existed, the love and affection was alienated and destroyed, and the love was destroyed by a third party. The News and Observer previously reported citing a Charlotte-based family lawyer. That can be done through testimony, photos, or other evidence. On Wednesday, Akira Montague testified that Timothy would write her love notes every day and exhibited other signs that he loved her. On Thursday, Vanetta Sidnor, Akira's mother, testified that her daughter and Timothy Montague were inseparable. Sidnor recalled one time Akira and Timothy threw grapes in each other's mouths as an example of how often they played together. As recently as August 2023, texts between Sidnor and Timothy showed that Timothy reached out to her to plan a surprise birthday party for Akira at Maggiano's Little Italy in Durham. Oh my gosh, Maggiano's is so good. But Timothy disagreed with his ex-wife's testimony. He denied ever writing love notes or getting flowers for Akira. I can't even recall a time when we held hands, Timothy said. He testified that the two didn't marry for love. Before they married, the couple had an awkward housing situation. Again, this guy is a tool. He said he was waiting for student housing at North Carolina State to become available, and in the meantime, Akira told him her mother didn't want her back home. So Timothy's parents allowed the couple to stay at their house under one condition. Timothy and Akira had to tie the knot within 60 days. Not wanting to leave his girlfriend, quote, on the streets, Timothy said he obliged. I don't believe this guy. Love notes, do people do that? I would think I don't think actual letters, but maybe cute little when you go to work or whatever. I don't know. I don't do that stuff. I've never done that stuff. So it says Timothy said he and Akira fought regularly and separated in 2021 when Timothy went to college and had to live on campus. Sidnor said they were still together during that time. Timothy denied having a previous affair before meeting Kennard, claiming he and Akira were not together at the time of that relationship. Timothy said Akira regularly held the alleged affair against him during the remainder of their relationship. Timothy separated from Akira in March 2024 and divorced in August. So when was this other lady cheating on her husband? Sorry, I gotta go back up here because I don't remember. Okay, so January 24 is when he heard them in the house doing stuff. He filed for divorce in March 2025. So March 2025, and these two were August 2024. He says, I loved her, but I wasn't in love with her. Kennard had been staying with the Montague since December 2023, against Akira's wishes because Timothy wanted her to stay. What? That Brene lady was living in the same house as Akira and her children? Cheryl Sidnor Carter, Akira's maternal grandmother, testified that she came over to Akira and Timothy's house to spend time with her grandchildren. The day before, Carter, Sidner, and Akira met at a Walmart and discussed how Akira was uncomfortable with Kennard staying at the house she shared with Timothy. Carter testified that when she came to the house, Kennard was on the couch. She asked Kennard to leave because her name was on the lease. Kennard refused. Akira, you better come get your grandma because I don't have a problem putting my hands on an old lady, Kennard said, according to Carter's testimony. Timothy used similar wording in his testimony of what Kennard said, except that Kennard told Akira to get her grandmother, quote, before I smack her. Who is this Brene girl? Like, who does she think she is? Just because you're a TikTok influencer? No, ma'am. Carter and Kennard got into an altercation where Kennard pushed her, Carter testified. Carter pushed her back before Timothy got in between the two women. Timothy testified that the altercation never got physical. Well, if you push someone, that's physical. The trial continues on Friday. All right. So there we go. I saw that, and seems like this would have been a good trial to actually watch, which I don't think it was televised. I might have to check that out because that would actually be interesting to know. Huh. And then they did have other stories. Oh. And it looks like this Brene Kennard. So the trial was in November. She was arrested in September and charged with cyber stalking. Ugh, stupid ads. And she was released from custody after posting a $2,500 bond. Okay, so it looks like Montague is who filed the complaint for cyber stalking. This case took a whole different turn. I had all these other stories. All right, let me add this back. All right, we're gonna just read this one and then we'll move on. So it says Kennard is accused of permitting an electronic device to be used, quote, for the purposes of causing mental and emotional stress to the victim, according to the arrest warrant. She posted messages on Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. In seeking criminal charges, Montague wrote that Kennard harasses her online and shows up at locations, quote, that do not pertain to her. Kennard constantly mentions my name as well as posts my name and answers questions pertaining to my personal life and pending cases. In a narrative accompanying Montague's complaint, a Durham police officer reported being dispatched September 4th to call Montague about an alleged violation of a restraining order she had against Kennard. Okay, and then it kind of gets into what we just read. Oh, okay. So it says Kennard's husband, Devin Mayo, is a cousin of Montague's husband, Timothy Montague. So Timothy cheated with his cousin's wife. Mayo filed for divorce from Kennard in March 2025. Kennard and Akira Montague became friends as a result. So these two were friends because Devin and Timothy were cousins. And then Kennard, wow, this is insanity. Akira regularly confided in Kennard about her marriage, and Kennard used the information from those conversations to, quote, seduce Timothy. Kennard started to make cooking videos with Timothy without Akira Montague's consent. Akira allegedly became aware of her husband and Kennard's sexual affair after discovering a video of the two in January 2024. So another reason why Brene wouldn't want the videos to be used in court. Kennard also allegedly posted photos of Montague's children without Akira Montague's consent. Akira allegedly sent a cease and desist letter to Kennard to stop the death threats she said she and her children received. Oh my gosh, that's awful. As of September 12th, Kennard still has videos on her Instagram and TikTok pages she made with Timothy. 4 days before Akira sued Kennard, a warrant for Montague's arrest was issued accusing her of communicating threats. Montague allegedly told Kennard, "I will kill you, I will beat your expletive, and I know where you stay." Montague agreed to a deferment of prosecution in December 2024 in exchange for 12 months of unsupervised probation. The agreement required her to complete anger management classes and to have no contact with Kennard. Huh. Crazy. There we go. There we go. Crazy, crazy. Hey, Angie, no worries. I actually didn't decide I was going to go live until like 35 minutes before I did. So that's why it started at 4:35, because I didn't schedule it until 4, and I wanted people to hopefully get the 30-minute reminder, but apparently it may not be working. All right. So this next story, Ariana Grande was performing Popular, and a young fan was in the crowd, and she invited this fan to come up on stage with her. So I figured we would just take a look at this. Hopefully I don't get taken down for playing Wicked. Music from Wicked.
And one of those fans that you've just seen in that incredible montage happens to be in our audience tonight. So I wanted to know.
Oh my God, how cute.
Remington. Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Is this okay? Hi.
Yeah.
I loved your video.
Thanks.
What a cutie.
How old are you?
4.
Oh my goodness. Well, I love your outfit.
Thanks.
So cute. Oh my gosh. And I absolutely love Wicked. I've seen it 4 times on Broadway and a couple of times up here at a local theater. It is my absolute favorite Broadway musical.
Well, I was wondering, since you're dressed like Elfie, would you be my Elfie for this next song, please?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Come this way. Thank you. Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness, it's nice to meet you. Come here.
Poor little girl. I think it's a little girl. Did you just see her face? It was like, oh no, like she had like the deer in headlight look.
Hi. Oh my goodness, it's nice to meet you. Come
Look at her.
here.
She's like, I don't know about this. Oh my God, how
Do you mind
stinking
if
cute.
Do you want me to take this for you? It's not going anywhere, don't worry. Now, can you get up here? Is that okay?
Oh man, see, this is why I should watch them ahead of time. I thought they were going to show her actually sing, so give me a second. I'm going to try to find her actually singing with the fan. Let's see. Ariana. No, pause. Ariana Grande sings with young fan. Oh, wow. And this was from a month ago. Is this it? Okay, so they do have it. It says edited to avoid being blocked. All right, well, we're going to just add it. We'll just watch a little bit of it. I'm not sure how they edited it.
Now, friends, I've decided to make you my new project.
Yeah.
That's what makes me so nice. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, tender heart turns to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover,
A little
I
irritating,
simply have
but
to take over. I know this, I know. And even in your case,
and just thinking the way that they edited this had to have taken a lot of time. A lot of time to edit this. And I will share, here is the link to the video, and then I will share the channel once we watch this a little bit.
case, I've yet to face. Don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead. Indeed, popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce.
So cute. All right, so this was from For All Things Music. They have 80 subscribers. I mean, that had to have taken a lot of work to get that video. Oh, looks like they are a Wicked fan. A Wicked fan. Okay, so here is the actual link to the page. Dragon Lover 28. Okay, so let's go back to the next video is of Gwen Stefani. I just saw this yesterday because they are having a No Doubt reunion, which is pretty cool. All right, let's see.
We are back with a look at Gwen Stefani keeping the crowd merry and bright at last night's Rockefeller Center tree lighting.
And Gwen is spreading more holiday cheer with a deluxe edition of her hit album, You Make It Feel Like Christmas.
This edition features an original song she wrote and recorded for the new holiday movie, Oh, What Fun.
Gwen treated us to a performance earlier this morning, and she's back now to catch up with us. We love this song, a real banger.
I know. Good
Holiday banger.
That's morning.
Great.
Totally unexpected, but
And she doesn't, I mean, it could be the makeup, but she does not age. She doesn't age. She looks exactly the way she did way back when.
I wanted to make something that didn't sound Christmassy, really, but it was like more alternative and
Mission accomplished.
it worked. Here we are.
I've always wondered about that, Gwen, because you've written so many songs, performed them. But is there a different challenge when you're setting out to write holiday music as opposed to regular
I think
pop or rock?
I think it's easier.
Really?
You kind of like are in that theme already, so it's like okay, you can just kind of pick from the same lyrically. But
and I always, whenever I'm thinking of Christmas songs, I always think the words rhyme so easily.
You think
really?
so?
Yes. There's like so many, like snow, and like there's just so many words you can use. Oh, it's so funny you just said that's how you know you're like, because I'm like, snow? Literally couldn't think of one, and you're like,
No mo. So now, what do you guys do holidays? Do you have any holiday traditions like
we
matching
do.
PJs?
Well,
anything?
Blake and I, we just bounce back and forth between Oklahoma constantly, and so this December we're going back there, and then.
And I will say, I I would have never imagined her and Blake Shelton being married. Ever.
We're gonna bounce back to LA and we just had Thanksgiving. You know, we had to do 2 of them. So it's been a blessing to be able to do that. And so we'll do more of the bouncing back and forth. And I love it. I love it. Oklahoma, though. This time of year is the best. Yes, it's so beautiful.
One thing I love about this song is you give moms a shout out. You know,
That's
moms
true.
are working so hard.
Yeah, well,
during the
in the
holidays.
film, she, Michelle Pfeiffer, by the way, who I met, my new friend.
I don't think a lot of folks know how much you love Michelle Pfeiffer.
I just think she's so cool. I think she's just a cool actress and classy.
We actually have
and
a
all of the
picture.
stuff, iconic.
We've got a
Yeah, right? Curious. It's just, I don't know. It's, I guess opposites attract, right? Oop. Why is my key not working?
picture of.
Look at that!
We've got a picture of your album cover and a picture.
Michelle Pfeiffer actually looks really good. She looks really good. And I absolutely loved her in Dangerous Minds.
Michelle Pfeiffer from.
Oh, look at that.
That was crazy because I had just given birth to my oldest and I did that record and I was like really inspired, and I did a fashion show as well, all centered around that same like Michelle Pfeiffer look. So when I got to meet her, I was like, by the way, just so you knew, I copied you.
Did she receive it? Like, did she receive it?
She was like, oh, I didn't. She didn't really. She kind of knew, but she was like, thank you.
I love that.
So cool.
So wait, before you leave us this morning, I'm hearing that there could be a No Doubt reunion in the works. Like
there is.
Yes. Happening,
Let's
right?
go, guys.
Are you kidding me? That would be so much fun. Are you brainstorming?
We are. We're gonna be.
Burden says, what a word to say is so easy to rhyme with snow. I don't know. I'd say snow is one of the easiest rhymes to word with. Well, I mean, I guess there's snow, glow, blow, flow, toe, row, snow, row, bow. Actually, let me just go through. So, bow, doe, foe, go, ho, low, mo, no, p, row, so, toe, woe, yo. So actually, I mean, I just went through the alphabet and thought of the first word I could. But yeah, show. You know what? I'm going to Google that. That got me thinking. What is the easiest word to rhyme with? Okay, well, Google didn't give me. All right, so this is from Planet Spark. The easiest words to rhyme with are. Well, that didn't answer. Oh, here we go. So cat, dog, sun, ball, bed, pen, box, star, bell, and pig. That is what they're saying the top words are. Let me see. What word is used the most oh, here we go. What word has the most rhymes? Most. According to this, it says the word most has the most rhymes? More than 102 1 to 12 syllable options. Who would have thunk it? So Bell and Star would have been better to say for Christmas music rather than snow. That is true. So now you know that the word that has the most rhymes is most.
The Sphere in Vegas, and we had done the Coachella show a couple years ago, which was incredible, and we were just trying to figure out what to do next. It took us 2 years to figure it out.
Trailblaze. I hope you give yourself credit, Gwen, for what you did.
Yep. So what word is used the most? Well, let's see. What is the easiest word to rhyme in Christmas music? Okay, let me change this. What word? It's just giving me rhymes for Christmas. I don't know how to ask Google. Let's see. Let me try. What is the most used word to rhyme in Christmas music? Let me try this way. I don't see any, they don't have anything. I can't find anything based on what I did for rhyming. It has like frequency of words in Christmas songs, most common words. Oh wait, here's one. What is the most used word to rhyme in Christmas music? Oh, they put YouTube at the end. I don't know. That's actually, no, it's okay. This is like a random live. I didn't have anything specifically. I don't know. Google doesn't know either. You know what? Let me ask, hold on. We're going to try ChatGPT. What is the most used rhyming word in Christmas music? Okay, so according, you will not believe this, Burden. ChatGPT says there's no official database that counts rhyming words across all Christmas music, but looking at the most common themes and lyrics across dozens of classic songs, some words appear far more frequently than others, especially those that are easy to rhyme and tied to winter or holiday imagery. Across traditional and popular Christmas songs, the most frequently used rhyming word is likely snow. Why snow is the strongest candidate? It appears in countless Christmas songs. Let It Snow, White Christmas, Winter Wonderland, Frosty the Snowman, Sleigh Ride, etc. It has many easy rhymes. Go, no, show, glow, low, blow, so, though, which songwriters rely on often. It's central to the winter or holiday mood, even in songs written in warm climates. These appear extremely frequently. Night, light, bright, tree, home. Conclusion, if you're looking for the single most used rhyming word in Christmas music, snow is the best supported answer. Go figure. Nope, I don't want you to do anything else. There we go. Snow is the most used rhyming word in Christmas music. We're learning a whole lot today. I wonder if that host actually looked that up too before she mentioned it.
With no doubt. I mean, you made all of us feel like we were like, I was about to say bad whatevers, but I can't say that. It was, like you empowered us.
Are you?
No doubt.
Are you actually kidding
first
me?
concert.
Wow.
So whenever anyone asks, what's your first concert? That's forever,
incredible.
no doubt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
So when you do this, will there be obviously the classics, but are you going to working on some new music?
Not yet. Right now, the show itself is it's so modern, it's different than doing a regular show, and just like the content that you build and like the calendar and just all the stuff that goes into it. There's going to be a lot of like filming that we have to do.
Can't
so
wait.
Almost somewhere between like a film and a concert. So it's going to be awesome.
I know.
Well,
Nice.
thank you.
Thank you.
You're a busy lady.
Yeah.
Thank you
Have
so
a seat.
much.
I love you
Tell
guys.
Blake we said what's up.
I will, for
That's
sure.
right. Enjoy the holiday.
You
Thanks,
too.
Gwen.
Love
Thank
you.
So cute.
Hey, thanks for watching.
All right. So I have learned so much today. All right. So now we're moving on to the drunk raccoon. And I do have 2 short videos on that because the second video actually talks about other raccoons who have been in that situation before. Because apparently it happens somewhat frequently. But all right. So here is the drunk raccoon. Super cute. Poor thing.
Has to be the story of the day. A raccoon.
Can you imagine? Like you come in, right? You come into your store and you see this and you think, oh my gosh, I've been robbed. Or what is happening?
Learn the hard way what happens when you have a little too much to drink. It wound up spending the night in the bathroom floor toilet, right by the toilet.
Aww,
this is
poor
real life,
little
people. A
thing.
Virginia liquor store employee.
I mean, the fact that he ended up between the trash can and the toilet is pretty ironic.
You open up Saturday.
Oh shit, I think it worked finally. Can you guys see me on screen? I was just about to... Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back. I just want to make sure that everything is good and that doesn't happen again. That was the weird... That has never happened before. And my internet is fine. So as soon as I was about to type in chat, I'm going to end this, try to end it. I saw myself on my phone. So give me one... Oh, you heard me typing. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, so hopefully we are good to go. I feel like I was set up. I don't know, like what the heck. All right, so let me... Okay, so you didn't see any of... Oh my gosh, this is insanity. All right, so let me go back to... the first raccoon story, because I'm guessing you didn't see most of it. Actually, that one wasn't really actually that good. So let's just watch the second one. No, pause for a minute. All right, so let me share this again. That was so weird. Hey, Sunnyside, thanks for being here. All right. Here we go.
Check out video of a raccoon that has gone viral. It broke into a liquor store and soaked up some of the merchandise, then passed out at the scene of the crime. Officials in Hanover County, Virginia say the masked bandit broke in, ransacked the store, sampled the spilled.
Well, and so the other clip had said, and not sure if you heard this, but the other clip said that the raccoon had fallen through a tile in the ceiling. So he obviously got into the building somehow, and then it ended up falling in, and then he decided to, get a drink because he was thirsty. Oh, I thought you were going to another video. Oh, no. So I had two videos on the raccoon. The first one is the one that it got stuck on. So I'm just going to show the second one I had. Hey, AMAC, what's going on? Long time. I try to check you out as many times as I can. And I did redirect to you after my live. I'm going to send everybody over to Laucoat Chubby. I love you and Angie together. It's so good. And yes, it's ironic that he's between the trash bin and the toilet. Poor little thing.
Booze. Photos show the trashed raccoon passed out face down in the bathroom next to a toilet. Can't make this up. The critter eventually sobered up and was safely released. And because we always go a little deeper.
And he did, he sobered up in a local shelter. And then they released him back to the wild.
Here at CBS News Chicago, this is not the first time we've told you about a tipsy raccoon needing to be rescued. This September, a nurse had to give CPR to a raccoon that got drunk in a Kentucky distillery's dumpster.
My gosh.
Oh my. So I guess if you're thirsty, you're thirsty, but I would think that, I don't know, like you'd think that the taste or something would not be appealing to wild animals, but I guess if you're thirsty, poor little thing. There you go, AMAC, the drunk tank, literally. Right, he got trashed. Poor thing. Good thing that, people found them.
This reminds me of the Beatles song Rocky Raccoon. The doctor came in stinking of gin only to lay on the table. So it all comes full circle of sorts.
And haven't we all been that raccoon at some point?
So let's see. Before we get to the last story I have, I'm gonna just ask, how often do wild animals here's from the Miami Herald. There was a study done on this. So, study finds why are wild animals getting drunk? Study finds it's more common than thought. Oh, so maybe this isn't about. Oh, so this doesn't have to do with alcohol, but it says humans are no longer drinking alone, a new study finds. Animals are getting drunk on a regular basis, but they're not mixing a cocktail. Instead, wild animals are consuming a sugary nectar in the wild with a naturally made chemical compound that's also in alcoholic drinks consumed by humans. While researchers knew ethanol could naturally appear in fruits fed on by wild animals, they thought the phenomenon of drunk animals was much more rare. A study published October 30th by Trends in Ecology and Evolution determined that's not the case. Anecdotes of vertebrates consuming ethanol are common, but very few are validated and described in academic literature. While the stories may not be vetted, the study revealed animals consuming fruit containing ethanol goes back to ancient times. The ethanol produced in the fruit comes from a natural fermentation process creating a yeast. The study found this has been happening for 100 million years, and animals in nearly every ecosystem have been consuming it regularly. We're moving away from this anthropocentric view that ethanol is just something that humans use. It's much more abundant in the natural world than we previously thought, and most animals that eat sugary fruits are going to be exposed to some level of ethanol. Naturally fermented fruits typically have a 1% to 2% alcohol by volume, but some have been found as high as 10.3%, such as overripe palm fruit found in Panama. Lower latitude and humid tropical environments, however, are most conducive to natural fruit fermentation, yeast colonization, and ethanol production throughout the year. Though the alcoholic volume found in a naturally fermented fruit in the wild parallels a common alcoholic beverage consumed by humans, it has a much different effect on an animal's blood alcohol content. The study used an example of an animal that weighs 5 kilograms. If it ate a grapefruit with 1.7 milliliters of ethanol, its blood alcohol content would be 0.05%. Humans, it's 0.08 is like the legal limit. A human with an equivalent BAC would metabolize most of the ethanol within 2 hours, but with minimal ethanol metabolic capacity, eating a second grapefruit within a few hours would double the BAC of our hypothetical animal to 0.10%. Eating a third grapefruit in a matter of hours could impair all motor function. Eating 6 would likely make the animal unconscious. Yeah, Marie, so there really are party animals. I did not realize that this happened either. The study found that animals are not equipped to digest ethanol as fast as humans can. From an ecological perspective, it is not advantageous to be inebriated as you're climbing around in the trees or surrounded by predators at night. That's a recipe for not having your genes passed on. Good way to put it. It's the opposite of humans who want to get intoxicated but don't really want the calories. From the non-human perspective, the animals want the calories but not the inebriation. Ecologists say more research is needed to understand exactly how alcohol affects different animals. There we go. That's not what I was looking for, but that was interesting. Let me see. I'm going to just try one more. Okay, so I don't see anything. I was just curious if there was like what percentage of animals would be in a predicament like this raccoon where they, I wonder if that's where the saying came from, drunk as a skunk. But I was wondering how many animals would get in that situation that raccoon did. I'm guessing it's not a lot, but let's see, where did the saying drunk as a skunk come from? Oh my, here we go. The phrase drunk as a skunk, meaning extremely intoxicated, likely comes from the simple power of rhyme, drunk and skunk, an American idiom from the 1920s or 50s, though some theories suggest skunks getting tipsy from fermented fruit or liquor spilled in old bars, or even smelling of something potent, but the rhyme and similar sounding comparisons are the strongest explanations. The most accepted reason is that skunk just sounds good with drunk. similar to older phrases like drunk as a mouse. I've never heard that before. Some suggest skunks might get into fermented fallen fruit or spilled sweet alcohol in old taverns, appearing drunk. Another idea is that skunks have a strong, potent smell, like alcohol, so drunk as a skunk implies a strong state of inebriation. It's an early American phrase, first appearing in print around the 1920s or 1950s, with early usage showing up in the Grammarphobia blog in idiomorigins.org. In essence, while fun stories exist, the catchy sound of the words likely cemented its place in language. Okay. There we go. Oh, and I forgot. I'm so glad you mentioned the poll because I totally forgot about it. So if you haven't voted in the poll, please do so because I will end it before I forget again. Oh, it's really close too. So if you haven't voted, please do so. Okay, so the last story that I have is a veteran who was reunited with a cat that he had befriended overseas. So U.S. veteran reunites with kitten he rescued in war-torn region. Oh, you know, I might have remember hearing about this. I mean, I feel like there's probably a lot of animals that, you know, you come across and... All right, so let me add this to the screen. And I'm going to end the poll. All right, so mac and cheese, 56%, nachos and cheese, 44%. So, I mean, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. All right, so let's take a look at this and then we're going to wrap it up.
For Palmer Jones and his wife Delaney,
she's here. Uh-oh. She's here.
1 week without her has felt like an eternity.
She's waiting.
Now with just hours to go until Thanksgiving,
I know she's hungry too.
She's always hungry.
That girl can put it down.
they're just one signature away.
My mom's been super excited to meet her. Of course, this is the first grandchild.
A first grandchild born and raised in the Middle East.
Not the whole cart.
Now reuniting with her mom and dad on her first ever trip to the United States of America.
She's beautiful. Look at her. Hey, Doodles, how are you? Oh my gosh, this cat is beautiful.
Meet Imchi.
I'm so happy.
Not really
Imchi's dad is a U.S. veteran.
Bombs were literally getting dropped around her.
He's deployed on private defense work with the military.
Oh, I guess
his wife moved there too.
She was in such a dirty area, but she was like, had this pure white coat. And
then to his surprise,
yeah, she just started hanging out around me for no reason. And I tried to ignore her, and then she kind of stole my heart. And then I had to then steal her and take her home.
From that day forward, Imchi lived with the Joneses.
Gosh, look at that cat. She is so pretty. Poor little Beanie. Look at her, so scared to get in the bath. Poor thing.
When they found out they could come home for the holidays, they were thrilled. But how were they going to get Imchi to the States?
We had a long trip.
That's when the nonprofit SPCA International stepped in.
They do so much for us. Why can't we give back to them in any way that we possibly can?
For no charge, SPCA got Imchi vaccinated, microchipped, and certified to enter the U.S. on Alaska Air. Lori Califf says it's their way of giving back.
You call her back. So it's ASPCA International. It's international. Oh yeah, SPCA International. Wow, Global Animal Rescue. That's so cool that they were able to, I mean, one, I wouldn't have even realized that you could contact the SPCA. And I'm going to share their link. That's so cool. Look at that cat. Oh my gosh, so stinking cute.
he didn't do that. Most of the time, it's imminent death for these dogs and cats who are in war-torn areas in the world.
She's showing you her beans.
Imchi seemed thankful to be back in the arms of her parents.
It's baby's first Thanksgiving and Christmas.
And this Thanksgiving, there's plenty of things to go around.
I'm holding her the whole flight, so I'm getting her the whole car ride.
So cool. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to show y'all this last thing. This isn't a video, it's only 9 seconds, but you can't help but laugh at this. So, the last nerve I have left this year. It's so funny. I mean, who thinks of these things? Like, just...
Well, over the past few weeks, we've told you about the bear on the roof.
Stop.
We've told you about the bear.
YouTube. Stop. I wish there was a way to, on your watch later, maybe there is, and I just don't know what it is, but a way to get them not to play automatically. Like, I wish it would just stop, and then I can hit the arrow button over. I'm going to show that again just because, and I'll share the link. It just makes, it puts a smile on your face. So here's the direct link to it. It's funny how it like turns all the way around. Like it starts one way and then it turns around and it's like. All right, stop sharing. Let me pause this. All right, y'all. Oh, let me fix myself. So thanks for being here. It was fun. I just figured I would come online because it's been a little while. I haven't been live since this past Wednesday on this channel. I do have Words on Stream scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, so I hope you can make it. I also, if you're interested, posted a short on my second channel because it seems like some people just don't remember things that really happened. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to be live as much as I used to be, but maybe once the kittens are gone, I'll have much more time on my hands. And I don't know. I kind of like these lives where I just kind of put stuff together and it's not just one topic. There's other things. And I mean, I learned a lot. Today. So thanks for being here to watch some of the things on my watch later list, because I'm sure everybody has a bunch of stuff on their watch later, but I think I have almost 3,000 videos. And I mean, the older videos, they're probably 2,743. But at least now I can eliminate a few of them because we just watched them together. So I hope everyone has a great night, day, morning, wherever you may be. If you haven't hit that like, please do so on your way out. If you're watching the replay, #replay. And until next time, y'all, I will see you on the flip side.
You have one shot on stage, what you got to play? Generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on. Cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. And my high progress, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out. And my high progress, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back. I'm so gone, faded off a 30 rack. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back. I rap with a passion, yeah, I got it in me. I've been waiting quite a long time for y'all to hear me. It's about damn time you put some stock into me. You're either sponsoring me or fucking bothering me. And the fact is, we just practice on this madness. That is why your status is like a canvas. Chances our advancement is enhancing, and this new expansion's like a mansion. Comes off till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high progress, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my high progress, I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.